guys, my name is Ariel and welcome to my channel. I'm a spirit medium and I also use the tarot to tune in to see what messages spirit would like to give you for this month. And for today we are focusing on April love predictions. I've put the cards into pile 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I'll just say I'll allow you a few seconds so you can stop the video, or you can either use the crystals to see which pile you'd like to focus on, or you can just use your intuition, and I'll say let your intuition guide you to the right pile. But let's go straight in and see what this month has to bring in terms of love as well, in terms of your love life. So for those that have picked group 1, this is the cards that we have. We have the World, the Seven of Cups, Page of Swords, Two of Swords, the Hierophant, High Priestess and King of Pentacles. So already the energy that I'm getting here is that you're in the decision of making a choice. You're potentially not really sure how you feel, or more importantly how your partner feels about you, and you're kind of thinking if this is what you want in a relationship, which is quite important because I think, you know, it's your life, it's your future. So the people that I'm seeing here, the group ones that I've seen, I feel like it's an already existing connection already, so it's definitely someone you know. I'm not seeing anybody new coming in, so I do feel it's someone you're dating or your boyfriend already, or some kind of situationship, but you don't think that, you're not quite sure yet if it's worth maybe investing more time, or potentially even thinking it's really going to work out for you. And what I'm being told here is I've got the Page of Swords, and I almost feel like there's interfering parties. I'm being shown energetically as well, a third party. So there's not like a, maybe someone is having an affair or cheating or anything like that, but it's very much people in the background. So it could also be your friends, it could be family members that kind of gossiping, maybe spreading gossip, and it's very much what's causing this rift, causing this tension, causing this negativity of people speaking about the both of you, maybe behind your backs, maybe even spreading gossip. And I almost feel like it could just be a friend from maybe your side of their side who potentially wants to see the relationship fail. Could also be maybe a meddling ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend in the mix, or just family. So I want to say just be careful that these feelings you're feeling are essentially because of maybe what other people have been saying to yourself or this individual. And I'm also being shown potentially maybe arguments this month. So this April might start off a bit rocky, that you maybe there could be arguments, they maybe haven't spoken for some time as well, as what they're telling me, and that maybe sometimes you have fights but nobody reaches out, not because they don't care about you or you don't care about them, but you're very much kind of maybe too similar that sometimes you're quite stubborn. So there's not maybe one person who actually breaks the ice, and I know that this may be taking a toll, and that's why you're feeling like potentially there is maybe somebody who is better, maybe someone who can treat you better. But as I go continuous with the reading, I don't think that's the case. I do think that this definitely will work out, only because I'm being shown the Hierophant. The card of the Hierophant here means commitment. So if you're in a relationship already, I want to say you're going to feel maybe more committed. This could even be an engagement as well that's coming, but you're definitely going to feel that love. But I think you do need to talk. You do need to have a conversation regarding kind of how you feel and the issues that you feel at the moment. But already I'm being shown that this will definitely work out. You will have that commitment. Things will definitely work out for the both of you. But you definitely do need to either stop listening to people, telling people the issues that you have. This Page of Swords here, I never like to see it in relationship readings, because it does make me feel there's a lot of people that maybe have too much interest in your relationship, that maybe don't always have the best intentions for the both of you. So just be careful about listening from too many people's opinions. If you want this relationship to work, they're showing me the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is very much your intuition card. They're saying that you know what you want, go for what you want, don't ask other people for their decisions or opinions, because maybe not everybody's got your best interest at heart, or maybe, you know, people might say something else when they're in your position that might do something completely different. So they're very much saying take your time to choose definitely what you want, and I feel like you do want this person, because the cards are rather positive, despite kind of you feeling maybe unsure about each other's feelings. Everything else looks good, and I can say that there is definitely feelings on both sides. And we've got Love Abound here, which is the Psychic Tarot as well for love connections, and there's definitely a love card. So we definitely have love, and they're saying that, you know, this relationship can go far if you want it to. You can manifest exactly what you want. You can have a great relationship. You can have a committed, secure, long-term relationship from where you are at the moment. So if you're not quite in a relationship, things will definitely progress into a relationship. And if you already are, there could be even marriage there could be engagements, things definitely moving forward for the both of you. But there is definitely things that you need to resolve with that Seven of Cups energy and the Page of Swords and the Two of Swords energy is what you really need to focus on. And also what they're saying is that anything's possible. So if you want to turn over and you live in this relationship, it's definitely there. You've got opportunities. Spirit saying, you know, you can do it. You can turn things around. And if you maybe haven't been speaking for a while, or maybe a few days, I'd say definitely reach out to this person of yours. Or if you do have arguments in this month of April, which is being shown by the Page of Swords, Two of Swords, I would say that try not to let anything escalate, because I think as we're all in lockdown at the moment, there's not really much to do, and we can let things fester, we can let things escalate. So, but what I definitely say is that if you do feel like maybe this individual does take you for granted, it is good to have a conversation to air that out, because with that Seven of Cups energy, sometimes it could be that maybe you feel like you're not a priority in someone's life, and you know that's not right if you're in a relationship. But you definitely can see this changing around, because we have this King of Pentacles energy. And what we have with this King of Pentacles energy is definitely somebody who wants to be your provider, who wants to provide for you financially, emotionally as well. And they do have feelings, and they're very a traditional kind of person where they want to get their life sorted and then also to be able to provide for you. So this individual, for those that have picked Group 1, is someone who has got your best interests at heart, but maybe they're not too aware. This could be someone maybe who is very much overly focused with their career, overly ambitious, that sometimes you can feel like you're not maybe number one. But what can resolve this issue is just having that conversation, because we've got the World card, and the World card's a lovely card for relationships. It means kind of from one transition to the next. So if you've been in this transition of where you're very much unsure, I think by the end of this month, as we go into May, you're definitely going to feel more loved. You're definitely going to feel more secure. The energy would have definitely changed. It's very much positive. It's very much, let's be in a relationship, let's be together, let's see where this relationship will take us, and planning for the future. So you're going to have that commitment this month. You're going to have maybe talks of marriage. You're going to have open and honest conversations, which are only going to make your relationship stronger and better. So that's definitely a good sign. And I say those that have picked Group 1, there's a lot to come in terms of your relationship, or if you're not quite in a relationship, you definitely will be. You will definitely feel secure in the month of April. So it's really good for those that have picked Pile 1. And now I'm going to move on to Pile 2. So now we're looking at those that picked Group 2, and I've already put the spread out for you. And we have the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and we've got Death. So with those that have picked Group 2, it's although it might seem like a negative spread, I wouldn't say it's negative. There's definitely positives to come. So at the moment, in terms of April love predictions, I'm being told that you're not in a very maybe healthy situation. You're potentially dealing with somebody who can be a little bit selfish, a little bit self-centered, a bit hot and cold, doesn't always reach out, and maybe only puts themselves first. But what I'm being shown is that this is maybe brought to be maybe too much work for you, and you're not really wanting for this to carry on any longer. And there's a lot of burdens as well. I just see you kind of feeling quite heavy burdened with the situation. You just feel like you can't breathe. And we've got Death here, so I definitely see things ending in the month of April. And I know it does sound bad, it just sound quite negative, but their spirit's saying don't look at it in that way. Once that's kind of ended, I'm being shown you're looking in the future, looking towards the rest of your life really, and you are going to see opportunities come up. They're speaking about there could have actually been a third party here. We've got the Three of Swords, which is a card of heartbreak, but it also just say that there's maybe a third party influence as well, and you've been maybe anxious, you've been really stressed, and you've been really feeling stuck in this situation. So when you do decide to let it go, I do see you being happy. It seems a bit warmer, a bit more sunny, more opportunities coming in. I do see you opening up and starting to talk to other people as well. So I do see a new relationship coming in with this card of opening up, with the card of the Three of Wands. But they're very much saying that you need to let go of this relationship that's been quite slow, and you've been maybe investing with the Seven of Pentacles here. You're investing a lot of time in it, but you're just not seeing anything really growing, is what I would say. You're not really seeing anything growing. You're spending a lot of time. This individual can be temperamental at times, potentially a little bit maybe even violent, can be quite moody. There's a lot of kind of issues. You're just feeling stressed and you're not happy, and I'm seeing you this month being really stressed, really feeling down. but you are going to decide to make a decision that, you know what, it's time for you to move on, time for you to have a fresh start. And I think as we're in lockdown, I think it's a lot of time that now people are really taking time to think about what they want in life. And I do see you saying, you know, I want someone new, I want something new, I want someone who treats me better, where I do feel better, where I'm not constantly stressed, I'm not anxious, I'm not worried. And we've got the love card that are saying that opening up and giving and receiving. So there's definitely someone that's coming into your life end of this month, maybe May. They could already be in your life already, but they're going to really allow you to be yourself. You can open up, you can speak to them. They'll put in as much energy as you're putting into this relationship. It's going to be very much equal effort in this new relationship. And I'm not saying that there's no need for you to hurry to get into a new relationship or speak to someone new. You can take your time, it's always there for you. But they're saying that there is definitely somebody new coming into your life. You don't have to be stuck with this individual. And basically with the death card, they're saying that that relationship, that connection, it's dead, that you can put as much effort as you want into it, but you're not going to get anything good back from it. So they're saying, you know what, look to your future, look to the long term. There's somebody there, somebody coming in. It could even be somebody who is from abroad, so maybe lives abroad, or somebody who is from the overseas. So I'm not saying that live in a different country, but it definitely could be somebody that maybe could be, let's say, maybe they're living in the UK, living in the US, but they're originally from Australia or originally from a neighbouring country. Or it could be more of a long distance relationship thing as well, if you're up for that. But there is definitely a new connection coming in when you end this relationship. So I say for April, it might be a very difficult month in terms of ending a connection, ending a relationship, but it's also a very positive month because you are going to start to feel happy. You're going to be able to open up. You're going to be feeling a bit more warm. You're not going to be scared anymore. You're not going to be fearful. You're not going to be stressed, and you're not going to be losing sleep over this person, but you're going to let all these burdens kind of fall away and just focus on yourself and focus on this new relationship in this month. And, you know, I know one of the fears is that you've wasted your time, but I wouldn't see it as wasting your time. I think every relationship's an experience, and as you go into meeting this new individual, you're definitely not going to go into it. You're going to be much more cautious, and you're going to go in knowing what you want as well. So I would say just take your time. It's definitely going to be painful. This Three of Swords is going to be a heartbreaking month, but not it's a new beginning. Look at it as a new beginning. So this month of April might be tough, but as we go into May, there's somebody already there, and this could be a friend already. That's somebody who's already always been there for you, because I do see you opening up to them. But there is definitely someone better who can give you more than what you've received so far from this connection, which really is just not worth your time, and you definitely deserve better. And this individual that they're showing me that you are going to break away from is somebody who can be jealous, somebody who just loves to cause drama, can be in today, then you don't hear from them for the next few weeks, and potentially is someone that's not too serious. He does play games, and there is that third party influence here, and they always want to break your heart as well and leaving you stressed, but I see you breaking away from that. So that's good. So as negative as it sounds, I do see you kind of choosing yourself, empowering yourself to move on and really deserve better. And we all deserve better. You shouldn't settle for less than you deserve. And I see you in the month of April choosing that for yourselves. Can focus on those that have picked Greek 4. So for those that have picked Greek 4, what they're giving me is a very nice feeling for the month of April. There's telling that there could be a lot of new beginnings for those that have picked this pile. New beginnings in terms of relationships, in terms of people entering your life, making those love connections, whether it's just maybe speaking to somebody. And I know we've got this social distancing thing going on, but maybe over, you know, FaceTime, texting, just really making use of our time and kind of making those physical connections, social connections with people. So we've got the Ace of Wands here, which is a very nice card, a nice omen for new beginnings, for opportunities coming in terms of relationship. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is very much about making the relationship work, putting effort in wanting this connection to work. And there's also a lot of spark as well for this month of April. There seems to be a lot of love in the air, chemistry, and a very kind of a passionate month, I must say. So if you already live with your boyfriends, then I'd just say it's going to be a very passionate sexual month. Just be careful, of course, if you're not ready to be a mum or a dad. And the Ace of Wands here can also represent pregnancy, so just be on the lookout for that for this month of April. And what they're also telling me is that you might also see friendships develop into romantic connections for this month as well. And they're saying that this relationship will have a lot of sparks. We've also got the lovers here, so it could also be maybe even a spiritual, very much a spiritual connection that we've got here. But there's also potentially a need to make a decision here. I'm being told we've got 2 2s, we've got the ones, we've got 2 8s as well, and I very much hear them saying that you're definitely going to get opportunities being offered opportunities, but you might hold yourself back here with the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. And I almost feel like it's because you're either focused on the past and you're not really ready to move on. You might get cold feet, but they're saying that just be careful, because this opportunity could develop into something more, as we've got the 4 of Wands here, and the 4 of Wands is a security card. This could mean that potentially this new relationship that you're in, that you could move in with the person. If you're already in a relationship, this could actually mean that you might have talks about moving in together if you're not already, or you might move in together this month. But there is definitely security and very much a long term for the relationship, and very much being homely, looking into the future, a serious connection. And they say that this month you'll also find yourself working together with your love connection or love interest. So it could be that maybe it's someone that you work with already. It could be someone that you work with, but you won't really even thinking of them in a romantic capacity. So be on the lookout for that, because I do get that it could maybe a friendship that evolves into something more in this April, or somebody lets you know of their feelings. And they're saying about opportunity beckoning, so there's definitely an opportunity for you to get into a relationship this month, to establish a romantic connection as well. And I feel like it's something that you want, but you might be the one that holds yourself back. You might get cold feet because they're just telling you that you've been reassessing your life at the moment, and if you believed in love, you might potentially not believe in love anymore, because I think a few things have happened in your past or in the recent past. Or if you didn't believe in love, then this maybe could actually make you question if maybe it's the real thing, but you're really scared to get hurt. So they're saying that confront your own beliefs and how you perceive the world, because that could also be a barrier to you getting what you want. But we've got the Lovers card here. We've got romantic connections, we've got feelings, we've got love, we've got a lot of good things, we've got partnership, we've got working together. So there's definitely a lot of communication this month from your love interest. There's definitely even kind of talks about the future, cementing that relationship if you're already in a relationship as it is. But the only issue that may be a negative thing is that you potentially could be getting a bit cold feet, or if it's not yourself, it could be them. But I do see you guys pulling together, you working out. We've got the 4 of Wands, you've got the Lovers card. So really, I do see this being the start of something new, something great, something that can be long term. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And I do think it could be with a new person coming in, or it could be a friendship evolving into something more during this month. But it's very positive as well. So I'd say maybe on the lookout for those that have picked group 3. We're going to have a look at those that picked group 4. And to begin with, we've got the 7 of Swords here, which isn't really a great card that I like to see in a relationship reading. But what I would probably say is that, I don't know, someone around you, there's an energy of somebody around you that maybe isn't being too, who likes drama, maybe not always being forthcoming, who's not really maybe always telling you the truth all the time, or they're like maybe they play games with you. Could be maybe a third party influence around them as well, is what I'm getting when I'm looking at the spread. And I feel like you're constantly maybe anxious about the relationship or the situation or the connection. You're always worried about the future. Or if you're not in any connection with the partner or a love connection as such, you're generally just worried about your own future in terms of the relationship or having a partner in life. And I do see this month being a bit more challenging for you in terms of emotionally. I do get you maybe feeling a little bit low, feeling anxious, feeling worried, feeling really lost as well. And if you are in a connection or relationship of some sort, I do potentially see a breakup with the 5 of Cups in the month of April. But what they're saying is that not all is lost. I do see you spending a lot of time either getting to know that person or just getting to know yourself. And then we've got Spirit saying that don't lose hope with the Star card. They're telling me that don't lose hope, that, you know, if you are single and you're worried about having a relationship, that soulmate partner is around the corner. If you are in a relationship and you don't see things going how you like it to be, I'm more really feeling the energy of a breakup here. There is somebody around the corner who can give you exactly what you do want, and you don't have to compromise or settle or be anxious. But I do see someone who's coming towards you who's got an offer for you, who loves you, who wants to cherish you, spend more time with you, and really get to know you and really give you what you want. And I do see that connection as well coming in this month. So I do feel like if you've been low, I do see a new connection coming in this month. If you're in a relationship, I'm getting a breakup essentially coming in. It could just maybe a temporary break, because we do have the star card, so it could mean that you do get back together, and then things do resolve. But I'm generally feeling that there's somebody new, a new relationship with the Ace of Pentacles, a new relationship with the Prince of Cups here. But I'm also getting that you might also fall in love or start a romantic connection with somebody who is not your usual type. But things will definitely go your way, and your dreams will come true. Whatever you want to, you will achieve that relationship, that perfect relationship. I've got the win or lose card here. So if you're in a situation where you don't think things are great, this month could be the month that tells you whether you are going to make it, or if not. I'm generally feeling that you are going to win, but maybe not in the way that you want. Maybe you want to be with this person, but you are going to win, and that you're going to, if you do break up with this individual, you're going to move on to somebody who's even better, somebody who can give you more what you want, and someone that's not going to leave you stressed. But if you do win the situation, I do feel you will get your way, but I do sense that you will generally not be happy as such, because I just feel like this person, this energy around you is somebody that loves drama, and you might not be fully aware of who they are. But with this Three of Pentacles, I do feel like you are starting to see maybe their true colours, and they're not really good colours, maybe a little bit negative. So I do see you spending this month really seeing your love interest, this behaviour. Maybe they're not communicating, maybe they're not really being forthcoming during this lockdown process, where, you know, more than ever we do need that social human interaction, but maybe you're not really hearing from them as much, and you're starting to get paranoid, a little bit suspicious. And you might actually raise this to them, and they might come back and say, you know what, during this time I'm too stressed, I can't do this anymore. So I do see a break. It could be also you that initiates this breakup, but I'm being shown by Spirit that don't lose hope, that things will definitely work out for you. They're telling me that everything will be perfectly fine. If you're single, you're going to meet that individual this month. If you're going for a breakup, you are going to feel better, and there is love coming your way. And whatever you want to manifest, you can. But what I would say, you've got free will. So if you do feel like you want to be stuck in this situation of going backwards and forwards, you've got the win or lose card. But I would definitely say that this month might be emotionally taxing a bit more, maybe feeling a bit more depressed, feeling down. But they're saying all is not lost. There is better to come ahead. So maybe you have a better May or a better end of April. But for sure, this month might be a bit more challenging in terms of your emotions in connection with love as well. But things will definitely start to go your way, and there's new opportunities coming your way. So those that have picked group 4, I'd say just hang in there. This might be a bit of a challenging month, but things will definitely start to open up as we go into May. As we go into the end of April, you've got the star, we've got spirit around you. You might even sense spirit, you might see dreams, you might see visions giving you ideas, kind of trying to guide you in the right way. But they don't want you to be stressed. They don't want you to constantly be feeling like you're in a game of someone, but they want you to be happy, want you to be in a stable relationship. And I do see kind of you reaching out, being spoken to by someone, a new connection coming in. So I definitely say take your time, but pay attention to all the signs that the universe will be sending to you as well.